Hey everyone, Dr. Mike here. You know me, I'm all about empowering you to take control of your health. We're talking about something pretty powerful today, your sense of smell. It's more than just enjoying the aroma of your morning coffee. It's a vital sense that can actually alert you to potential health issues, even serious ones like cancer. That's right, believe it or not, certain cancers can release subtle odors that are detectable in the early stages. We're talking about changes in your body odor, breath, urine, or even stool. Now, I know this might sound a little alarming, but knowledge is power. By being aware of these potential warning signs and knowing when to seek medical advice, you're taking a proactive step towards protecting your health. So let's dive in and explore some of these cancer smells you absolutely shouldn't ignore. Now let's talk about your lungs. Those incredible organs responsible for every breath you take. They work tirelessly, day and night, to keep you alive and well. But what happens when something goes wrong? When we think about lung cancer, a persistent cough is often the first thing that comes to mind. This isn't just any cough. It's one that lingers, one that doesn't seem to go away no matter what you do. And you're right, it's a major red flag. But here's the thing. It's not just about the cough itself. It's also about what you're not experiencing. Sometimes the absence of other symptoms can be just as telling. You see, our bodies are incredibly complex. When something's wrong, like in the case of lung cancer, your body tries to fight back, often leading to inflammation. This inflammation is your body's way of signaling that something isn't right. This inflammation can affect your airways, making it difficult to clear mucus. The mucus builds up and your body struggles to expel it, leading to that persistent, nagging cough. And that's where the cough comes in. Your body's way of trying to expel that excess mucus. It's a defense mechanism, but one that can be quite distressing and uncomfortable. But here's the catch. Not everyone with lung cancer experiences a persistent cough. Some people might not cough at all, which can make the condition even more insidious. Sometimes the first noticeable sign is shortness of breath. This can be subtle at first, maybe just a little harder to catch your breath after climbing stairs or doing light exercise. It's like your body is saying, hey, I'm having trouble getting enough air here. This feeling can be alarming and should not be ignored. This can be particularly noticeable during physical activity, but as the condition progresses, you might even feel it when you're at rest. Imagine feeling out of breath while simply sitting or lying down. Now I know what you're thinking. Dr. Mike, a cough could mean a million things, and so could shortness of breath. And you're absolutely right. These symptoms are not exclusive to lung cancer and could be caused by a variety of factors, from allergies to infections. It's easy to dismiss them as something minor, but it's important to stay vigilant. That's why it's crucial to pay attention to your body and notice any changes. Keep track of your symptoms and don't hesitate to seek medical advice if something feels off. If you have a cough that just won't quit, especially if it's accompanied by blood or if you're experiencing unexplained shortness of breath, don't brush it off. These could be signs of something serious. Your first instinct might be to reach for over-the-counter remedies, and while those can provide temporary relief, they won't address the underlying issue. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a much deeper problem. Remember, early detection is key when it comes to cancer. The sooner you catch it, the better your chances of successful treatment. So, if you're experiencing these symptoms, please, please, please make an appointment with your doctor. Don't wait until it's too late. They can assess your individual situation, run the necessary tests, and provide you with the appropriate care. It's better to be safe and get checked out. Don't delay, your health is worth it. Take action today for a healthier tomorrow. Let's talk about a smell that's a little less familiar but equally important, a metallic odor. This isn't your everyday scent and can be quite perplexing when you first notice it. Now, this isn't about smelling like you just finished a workout. That sweaty post-exercise aroma is something most of us are familiar with. We're talking about a distinct metallic scent that can sometimes be a sign of blood cancers like leukemia or lymphoma. These are serious conditions that affect the blood and bone marrow. These cancers affect your blood cells, and when they do, they can release certain substances into your bloodstream that can actually alter your body's natural odor. This change can be subtle but noticeable. It's a subtle change, but one that you might notice, especially in your sweat or urine. The metallic odor can be quite distinct and different from the usual body odors. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dr. Mike, how am I supposed to differentiate between the smell of sweat after a good workout and a metallic odor from cancer? It's a valid concern, and you're right to ask. It's not always easy, and honestly, it's not a diagnosis you should make on your own. The metallic smell can be tricky to identify without professional help. However, if you notice a persistent metallic smell that seems unusual or out of place, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms like fatigue, unexplained weight loss, or easy bruising, it could be a red flag. It's crucial to bring it to your doctor's attention. They can perform a thorough examination and run necessary tests to determine the cause. They can run blood tests to check your blood cell counts and rule out any underlying conditions. These tests are essential for an accurate diagnosis. Remember, early detection is key when it comes to cancer, and blood cancers are no exception. The sooner you catch it, the better your chances of effective treatment and recovery. Let's address a topic that can be a little uncomfortable to discuss, but it's so important: vaginal discharge. Ladies, it's completely normal to have some vaginal discharge. It's your body's way of keeping things clean and healthy down there. However, changes in the color, consistency, or odor of your discharge can sometimes be a sign of an underlying issue, and in some cases, it could even be a sign of cervical cancer. Now, I know this might sound scary, but knowledge is power. Cervical cancer is often slow-growing, and when detected early, it's highly treatable. So let's talk about what to look out for. If you notice a foul-smelling discharge, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms like unusual bleeding, pelvic pain, or pain during intercourse, it's crucial to see your gynecologist as soon as possible. They can perform a pelvic exam and a pap smear, which is a simple test that screens for cervical cancer. Early detection is key, so don't hesitate to schedule that appointment. Now let's talk about your liver, that amazing organ that works tirelessly to detoxify your body. When it comes to liver cancer, a musty odor can sometimes be a subtle warning sign. You see, your liver plays a crucial role in filtering waste products from your blood. When cancer cells grow in the liver, they can disrupt this delicate balance, leading to a buildup of toxins in your bloodstream. These toxins can actually be released through your sweat glands, giving your skin a faint musty odor. It's not always easy to detect, but it's something to be mindful of, especially if you're at an increased risk for liver cancer. Risk factors include chronic hepatitis B or C infection, heavy alcohol consumption, and obesity. If you notice a persistent musty odor that seems unusual, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms like jaundice, yellowing of the skin or eyes, abdominal pain, or unexplained weight loss, it's essential to see your doctor right away. Let's talk about something we all encounter on a daily basis: breath. It's something we often take for granted, but it can tell us a lot about our health. Now, we all know that morning breath is a real thing, and certain foods can definitely leave their mark. Garlic, onions, and other strong-smelling foods can linger on our breath for hours. But did you know that a sweet-smelling breath could sometimes be a sign of stomach cancer? It sounds strange, right? Most of us wouldn't associate a pleasant smell with something so serious. But here's the thing. Stomach cancer can cause changes in your body's metabolism, leading to the production of certain chemicals that can actually alter the odor of your breath. These metabolic changes are subtle but significant. This sweet smell has been described as fruity or even acetone-like, similar to the smell of nail polish remover. Imagine catching a whiff of something sweet and fruity, but it's coming from your own breath. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dr. Mike, how am I supposed to know if my breath smells like pineapple upside-down cake or stomach cancer? It's a valid concern and one that requires attention. And you're right, it's not always easy to differentiate. Our sense of smell can be subjective, and what smells sweet to one person might not to another. However, if you notice a persistent sweet odor that's unusual for you, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms like persistent indigestion, unexplained weight loss, or difficulty swallowing, it's important to bring it to your doctor's attention. These symptoms together can paint a clearer picture. They can perform a physical exam and order further tests, such as an endoscopy, to examine your stomach lining and rule out any underlying conditions. These tests are crucial for an accurate diagnosis. Remember, early detection is key when it comes to cancer, and stomach cancer is no exception. The sooner it's caught, the better the chances for effective treatment and recovery. So, don't ignore the signs your body is giving you. So, there you have it, folks. 5 cancer smells you should never ignore. Remember, our bodies have amazing ways of communicating with us, and sometimes those messages come in the form of subtle changes in our senses, like our sense of smell. By staying informed about these potential warning signs and listening to what our bodies are telling us, we can take proactive steps towards protecting our health. Remember, early detection is key when it comes to cancer, and your health is worth fighting for. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more informative videos on how to stay happy and healthy. Until next time, take care of yourselves.